Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is one of my favorite videos to film. It's a kind of quick review of a lipstick product. I love lipstick, I love lip products, I have lots and lots of opinions. I did 30 days of lip products with a review every day of a lip product. I mean, clearly it's a bit of an obsession of mine, and in particular, right now, it seems as though Tarte has been coming out with a lot of different lip formulas, really investing in that Maracuja lip line. They originally had the Juicy Lip, then they came out with a Juicy Plump Lip, then they came out with the Lip Cream, which I reviewed, and now they've come out with the Maracuja Juicy Lipstick. So these here, I got mine, as I often do, from QVC. QVC tends to have a really interesting relationship with Tarte, and they do these kind of bundles that are a great price. You get 3 lipsticks for the price of like 1 1/4. I have had good luck in the past, so I decided to invest in these. And so I wanted to go ahead and swatch all 3 colors for you, compare them to that lip cream that I'm still loving, and maybe talk about some of the other lip products from this line, reminders of my feelings about them. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. All right, so I have nothing on my lips, nothing whatsoever. I'm not gonna be using lip liners. In the kit that I received, I got the colors Watermelon, Hibiscus, and Pink Passion. I feel like Watermelon and Hibiscus are colors I have seen in the past from Tarte. So I do like when companies, sort of like NARS, creates different formulas of iconic shades, because I think like once we have found a shade, I know for myself, if I found a shade of lipstick I really, really love, having that in different formulas isn't a bad thing for me, especially if I really, really love the shade. First, let's start with Watermelon. So I'm gonna swatch this on the back of my hand. Ooh, it's kind of like my body pillowcase there. Have like a bit of a coconut scent to them. I don't find all these products are scented the same way. Some feel almost barely there, others feel more potent. This one definitely smells like sunscreen, like coconut oil sunscreen. I do like it, it's a faint scent, but this is the color Watermelon. This one stood out to me as the most unique, most fun. I don't have a lot of colors like this. You can't, I think on camera it's picking up a little bit warmer, more subtle, but in real life, this is like bubble gum pink. It really is quite a beautiful color on camera, but I think in real life it is a bit too white based for me. I would be very, very self-conscious. I don't have like the brightest, whitest teeth, and this highlights that in a bad way. I wish it didn't, because it is quite a fun color. The formula is very, very creamy, very, very pigmented. This is the type of lip product that requires a lip liner if you wanted to get it just perfect, and it's the contrast of the formulation. It's very, very pigmented. This one isn't quite as bad, but some of the others, I find they are quite slippy, and I wish that they would be a little less slippy. It feels like you're wearing something on your lips, but it feels comfortable and it doesn't feel drying. So it's definitely a nourishing, I would say, satin formula, and it has full opacity, which is different from the creams. The lip creams that came in this metal matte packaging, they are much more balm-like. And so I will swatch them next so you can see. I have Mulberry. And you see with one pass, Mulberry has just some transparency while Watermelon doesn't. let me swatch to Cranberry, which is my favorite color in the lip creams. That's that one there. I will also swatch Soft Rose, which is probably my second favorite shade in the line. And that's that one there. It's perfect, just throw on nude. So that is Watermelon. Might be for you if you have really beautiful teeth and are nice and bright. I think that this might be a color for you. It's just, it's a shame it doesn't look the way it does on camera. I swear to you, it's much more of a white base in real life, and that's just not for me. But pretty color nonetheless. Next up is Hibiscus, and I just want to show it doesn't really leave a stain behind, but they are long wearing because of that sort of thickness, that creaminess. They're not so creamy they slip all over the place. There's always a color in every lip line from Tarte where I completely disagree with the name of the color. And when I think Hibiscus, I do not think this color. This is almost like, I don't know, it's like a very soft red. It has some warmth to it. It has a little bit of orange, a little bit of brown, it has a toastiness. It's a great nude for, I think, the fall, probably, and probably my favorite shade on me, I think, in this collection. But yeah, I wouldn't call this Hibiscus, but it is really beautiful. It's a beautiful color. I will swatch it next to the other. So you can see here, the shade in the other line called Mulberry is very similar to the shade, except it's just a bit transparent, more balm-like. So that color there is Hibiscus. Last but not least is Pink Passion. This one is probably my second favorite color. That's Pink Passion. I will swatch it on the back of my hand. So we have Watermelon, Hibiscus, Pink Passion. Pink Passion has a lot more purple in it, and so you could see the warmth of Watermelon. This one though, feels a lot thicker than Watermelon or Hibiscus. It's just a bit thicker, and it feels like a bit more slidey. I would be a little afraid to wear this all day. I feel like it would migrate. I do want to show that it's quite a nice formula in terms of like how it makes your lips look. I don't think it makes your lips look like any older or with lots of lines. I mean, you see your lines, but it kind of fills them in. So it is a nice formula. I just don't think it's as special as the lip cream. So if I always look for products that I wouldn't mind reapplying all day. I'm not a matte lipstick type of person. I like feeling like my lips feel hydrated, but that they have some color. And so a formula like the lip cream for me is nice because it has that lip balm feel to it, and I apply it like all day long, and I'm very happy applying it. This one, for me, the opaqueness, it's just too strong, and the color tones, at least for the three that I picked up, are just not exactly my shades, and that might just be my fault. There could be other colors, but I don't think I would be interested in even picking any up because the formula, to me, it's just a little too almost traditional. It's a very, very comfortable satin lipstick, but it's a little too thick for my liking. It's a little too much for me. Is it terrible? No, it's not terrible. It sort of reminds me of the Splash lipsticks. I have one of those. That's these that came in this container. That's Set Sail there. To me, if I'm gonna be buying a formula like this, I really love this formula and I like the shades in it. I don't know if they still carry this, and maybe what they're doing is trying to move away from that and move into these new lip products. I do like slim lipsticks. I think they're just so easy to store and to have at the ready. So I do like the component. It is all gold, kind of luxurious feeling. I do still even prefer though the component from the lip cream because it's just matte and it's also metal but feels just much more luxurious. I wanted to talk about two other formulas. I recently did try the Juicy Lip Plump in the shade Primrose. I got a mini one, so that's Primrose right there. Kind of has a vibe of the watermelon without as much vibrancy, and I really like this one, which is a tiny bit surprising because I was never the biggest fan of the original Juicy Lips. I found that the original Juicy Lips imparted way too much product and it made it was like very thick and gloopy. The plumping one has a very, very subtle cooling sensation. It's not spicy, it's more cooling, similar to the Buxom lip polish products, but less cooling than even that. So it's very subtle. And I do find that even though it still has a lot of that consistency of the Juicy Lip, it's not as thick. I do have two Juicy Lips though. The first is in Orchid. So that's Orchid there, and that's Primrose. Very similar, very similar. So if you like Orchid and that one, you might like Primrose. And then I had one from the holiday, Mary Martini, that had some sparkle in it. I'm trying to pan this one. That's that one there. Very beautiful color, has a tiny bit of sparkle, but just very gloopy. Those were my thoughts for the current new Juicy Maracuja Juicy lipsticks available by Tarte. Again, not my favorite formula, but not terrible. And if they're looking to replace sort of this Sea Splash type of formula, and you like Tarte, I mean, you might find a color that you would really like. I just think for me, they kind of get a little lost in my collection, and they're not a formula that I would go running to buy another shade in. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. And yeah, I hope you have a great evening. Take care, everyone. See you next time. Bye.